Hello and welcome back to more Through the Darkest of Times on the same day. We played this game today already, and I have to be honest, I had so much fun with this. I want to continue right away. It's incredible how such relatively simple games cause me to have more enjoyment than anything super modern 120 billion development money that went into it, 1,000 explosions every single second. It's well, I guess I just like stories with good storytelling. I think that's mostly it. If it has a good story, I'm way more invested than anything. Also, a quick apology. As I said, first time in the first part, I have switched over to OBS now, and that caused me to pick up some YouTube video audio that I was watching while the intro was still playing in this at the stream, and yeah, apologies for that. So now I know that I have to actually mute the stuff that that before I start the stream actually for real. So yeah, well, mistakes were made, and yes, it was a clip of Bill Maher, a person that I actually absolutely don't like. But hey, I had to skip some time while the intro was still playing. It's YouTube. It's what I got recommended. So hey, yeah, hey, who Bill Maher dunking on some stupid political correct bullshit. Yeah, let's watch that while 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 the game is still upbooting. Anyway, we were in chapter 2 of Through the Darkest of Times. Exactly, we discovered.
The bloodshed in Köpenick wasn't the first event of its
Okay,
kind.
we already discovered this. Had this, yeah, chapter 2. And so this is a historical game. So this actually happened. Which, I mean, the Nazis were already pretty sick in their head. So it makes sense that they would do. But why? Put them in body bags and then on top of trees. Like you know, I don't know how to phrase this, but the camps were more logical, if that makes sense. Like they were more mechanical. They had a specific we destroy life in an industrial fashion. But this stuff, the what was it? Yeah, Köpenick bloodshed. That was some real something that something you see in a bloody slasher movie. It's pretty sick. An airship shaped like a giant cigar hovers above Tempelhof Airport. Hindenburg, the name of the former German president, is painted on the front of the hull. Hurry up, says Falk Lenz, leading the way to the entry barriers. Is this what you wanted to show me? An airship? Why rush? Are we late for something? In, he looks. In! He looks at his watch. In less than an hour, you will be flying in this airship, he laughs. The band plays military marches. Swastika flags flutter in the wind. The crowd starts cheering when the stairs of the Hindenburg are lowered. something that I'm not allowed to say. Pretend to join the cheering. I mumble something along the lines of Meek Mile. Hey, that's a good idea. That's what I'm gonna say every time now when the actual thing is being said in the text. Of Meek Mile, so the people around me don't get suspicious. One of the guards keeping the crowd from getting too close to the airship stops us. Halt! Only for invited guests. Oh, we are, says Falk, and takes out a letter. Look away. The guard looks at the letter, hands it back and pulls back the rope. Meek Mile, Mr. Lenz, and Meek Mile Frau Schmidt, says Falk and smiles. Frau Schmidt is here because my wife couldn't make it. I hope that's alright. Of course, Mr. Lenz. Have a nice flight. But you still have to raise your arm and do the Roman salute. So I don't know. You might as well then go through with it 100%. I'm here instead of your wife? My name is Schmidt now. My name... Falk laughs. Inside the restaurant looks very luxurious, filled with red cushioned chairs and tables covered in white lines. There's even a little promenade with windows granting a look outside. The name is Lenz, says Falk to the waiter, who nods and leads us to our table. Or are we going to have Indiana Jones throwing out a few officers out of the window? Why are we here? Tell me what's going on now. I'm done with your games. What's your plan, Falk? You will enjoy it. It's amazing, says Falk and laughs. The crew of the Hindenburg yells commands, and I feel a soft pressure in my stomach as the airship begins to rise. I catch a view out of one of the windows and see the people on the ground getting smaller and smaller. This is amazing. But also pretty terrifying, I have to admit. Told you so, says Falk, grinning. He orders 2 drinks. When they arrive, he raises his glass and says, "To you, Paula Eulenberg, and your brave group of heroes." You crazy? Shh, don't say those things in public. Are you crazy? Calm down, this is the regime's home turf. No one would expect, well, us in a place like this. I can see no flaw in his logic, which makes it the perfect place to discuss restarting the group. I lean my head towards his and lower my voice. But we have been inactive for over 2 years. But the Gestapo is stronger than ever. Why now? Why now? We have been underground for over a year because of the Gestapo. Most of our former supporters are either scared, dead, or have left the country. Why do you think it would have been a good idea to revive the group now? Oh no, do I have to start with a blank slate now? I don't get to keep my supporters and my money and everything? That would suck. This is all true, Paula, says Falk. Yet you must, for one inescapable reason. It is our last chance to stop a war. War? But the Olympics are coming to Berlin. Hitler will start a war no matter what we do. That's true. That's true. Hitler's preparing for war. We always knew that. Everyone who wants to know knows it. What makes you think we can prevent it? I ask. This is a very good question, says Falk, and I will answer it. But first, you must excuse me for a moment. I just saw someone I need to talk to. Why don't you take a look around the ship? The view from the promenade windows is marvelous, and they even have a lounge. It's the perfect place to meet interesting people. You're dead. Why did you bring me here if you were just going to leave me alone? Please answer my question first. Excuse me, I say, but Falk has already gotten up and is walking toward a man in a grey Luftwaffe uniform. They greet each other as if they were old friends and start talking. I am too far away to hear what they are saying. I wonder what to do. The windows and look out. I move close to one of the promenade windows and look out. Far beneath us, I see the city of Berlin. We are so far away that I can't recognize people on the street anymore. Even cars are hard to see. Isn't it wonderful? Says an elderly woman next to me. You mean the fact that we are so high up? You mean the way the city looks from here? You mean the wonder of flight or the fact that the city looks so small from here, I ask. Both, she says. Isn't this a wonderful view to see the world? I think it reflects how everything works down there. Here we are, masters and mistresses, flying above the world. And down there is everyone else. So small, so insignificant. You can't even see them anymore. Yeah, I like to take my thumb and... I'm a maniac. I'm not sure I understand. This is an odd way of seeing things. We are their lords and masters, but they don't know it. She breaks into high-pitched laughter and reaches out her gloved hand. My apologies. I haven't introduced myself. I am Countess von Falkenstein. Take her hand and introduce yourself. Lady, now this makes sense. Lady, the monarchy is over. Take her hand and introduce yourself as Frau Schmidt. Oh, yeah. Dude, she wasn't there for that. She wouldn't get it. But okay, let's do that. Well, if you say so, Frau Schmidt, she says and arches an eyebrow. May I ask how come you find yourself on this fantastic vehicle? I work for the government, and my friend works for the government. Isn't my friend works for the government? Yes. Oh, nice of him, she says, but her tone seems to indicate that she doesn't mean it. Hitler and his party are often proletarian in a way that disgusts me, but they know how to impress. You have to give them that. She points to a huge crowd that has assembled below to wave at the airship. You must feel pretty safe. Shouldn't you be careful with these kinds of statements? No one dares to try anything. My family has been ruling this land for centuries. Lady, the monarchy is over now. Get used to it. We survived the French, the Great War, the Revolution and the Republic. We will survive this too. Besides, I support the Führer. I think he is a masterful leader. What makes you think that Hitler's doing a good job? Where does your family come from? Evade. Get off that subject. We used to have properties all over the Reich, but today only a fraction of it is left. Some factories, a few estates, and a ridiculously humble villa in... A humble... Okay. I would invite you, but its simplicity would embarrass me. That must be hard. Must be very hard for you, I say. It is terrible, she says. If we didn't have at least a few lucrative contracts with the SS, we would have starved to death long ago. Is that why you agree with Hitler? Hitler promised to make Germany great again, and that is exactly what he is doing. He got us out of that shameful Treaty of Versailles. He got the Tsar Basin back from the French, and he will bring back the Polish corridor. This might lead to war, don't you think? Oh, right. If in doubt, agree. Or not? Might lead to war? Now it is you who is risking her life, don't you think? But no, I don't think Hitler's actions will lead to war, she says. The people around him are sometimes questionable, but other nations look at us in awe. He made them respect us again. You really think so? Jews, the communists, the Democrats, the unions, they have destroyed us. They all kept us from reaching our natural greatness. But look at us now. We shine and we rise. During the Olympic Games, the world will come to us, and the world will see the true and great Germany. I've heard enough. What's next? Go to the launch. The launch is behind two heavy gates, the second of which is guarded by a member of the Hindenburg crew. Can I offer you something to read? He asks, as I'm about to enter. Yes, please. He hands me a news magazine. Bring it back when you leave, please. The launch has no windows and is illuminated by indirect artificial light. Comfortable leather armchairs are arranged around small tables. There's only one other guest when I enter. He smiles and offers me a chair next to him. I offer and sit down. Yeah, okay. Thank you. You are too kind, I say and take a seat. What brings you to this miracle of modern technology, he says, with a strong American accent. Oh my god! What a coincidence! A friend of mine invited me here. I attend events like this all the time. Invite me. Really? He says and raises an eyebrow. Lucky you, I guess. Why are you here? Me? I'm a journalist, writing for the New Observer, an American magazine. I'm from the United States, as you might have guessed, from my accent. Parker! Bring me those pictures from Spider-Man! I thought so, yes. Let me introduce myself. I'm Tom Fox, American journalist and danger seeker. If I wasn't, I would not be sitting inside a giant sack of hydrogen, he smiles. What do you think about New Germany? Why are you aboard this ship? I write about a new Germany for American readers. I'm fortunate to get invited to these kinds of events, says Fox. What do you think about New Germany? I love German culture, German food, the German language. Honestly, I have serious doubts about your government and the way they handle things before I came here. You had doubts, but you still came? What do you think about Germany? What should I say? I'm still a liberal, and I still think that, politically, I wouldn't want for the United States what you have here, he says. But after spending 3 months in the Reich, I must say, your country is up to something. I will make sure that readers in the States get the real picture. What is the real picture? What is the real picture, ask? How is it different from the picture they have right now? There are lots of new rumors about Germany, says Fox. Oh, there are lots of rumors about Germany, says Fox. See, we like our freedom and the right to do what we like. But Hitler and his party seem to interfere in every detail of people's lives. The Americans don't like that? No, we don't. Many Americans' newspapers paint a picture of Germany as a country where people get arrested and killed by the government all the time. Many of us, me included, thought Germany was doomed when Hitler took over. So you literally go on a pleasure cruise that is designed to give you a false picture of how things actually are, and you fall for it. You are a bad journalist. But now you think differently? Yes, I must admit that I'm impressed. Germany looks great. Berlin looks great. The rumors about how the Jews are being mistreated seem to be exaggerated. In my 3 months here, I haven't seen anything problematic. And just 80 years later, journalists would only see things that are problematic. So your story will be everything fine in Germany. So your story will be Hitler, one big misunderstanding. Everything fine in Germany. Pretty much, yes. Well, I'm sure that I don't want someone like Hitler force into the US. I think that maybe for you Germans, Hitler is just what you needed. I cough. Are you alright? Asks Mr. Fox. I'm alright. I have caught a slight cold. There are things you and your readers should... yeah. Or, he says... this sounds interesting. Sorry. This sounds interesting. I'm always interested in finding a new sources. And be sure you can tell me anything. Informants stay anonymous. I need a big cigar right now. Not now. Do you have a card? Not here. No. Not here is better, because then he might stay in Germany and we can talk at headquarters. Of course! This is the address of my Berlin office. If I'm not there, just talk to my secretary. He hands me a business card. I need to get back to the restaurant. It was a pleasure to meet you, Frau Schmidt, he says as he gets up and leaves. Just wait for Falk to come back. I see Falk standing at the other end of the promenade, gazing at the horizon. The Luftwaffe officer is nowhere to be seen. Approach Falk. I don't want to scream across a restaurant. It's just impolite. Do you have time to answer my questions now? Of course, I'm sorry I left you alone. There was someone who might become very useful to us. I will introduce you eventually. What was it again you wanted to know? What makes you think Hitler will start a war? How can we prevent Hitler from starting a war? Hitler wants a war, just not right now. He knows the Wehrmacht isn't ready yet. He needs more time. He needs the world to think that his Reich is just like any other country. There is no German threat. If the world thinks Hitler is harmless, he will win? So we must let the world know what his plans really are? That's correct, says Falk. Let's face it, it's too late to fight Nazism from the inside. Even killing Hitler won't do it. Most Germans are happily following the regime. We need help from the outside, but if the world believes Hitler is harmless, the required help won't come. How shall we convince the world? And what makes you think anyone would listen to us, I ask. Nothing, says Fogg, but we have to hope that they do. Otherwise, this world will see war and destruction far worse than anything it has ever experienced. Exactly. It's not about like blowing off the Death. It's not about blowing up the Death Star. It's about doing harm reduction. Rhineland prepares for annexation. People of the Rhineland get ready to join the Reich. All they need to do is sign the ballot in favor of the annexation in today's election. Great excitement. How will elections turn out? The elections are taking place and everyone is eager to see how much the people approve the Führer. Nothing matters more than coal. Goebbels calls coal the most important resource and coal workers Germany's work heroes. 95% of the Reich's energy is produced by German coal-fired power plants. Okay, some new faces, some old faces. It's a bizarre thing to see Nazis holding each other back, says Angelika Altman during tonight's meeting. I saw something really weird at a club last night. What do you mean, Nazis holding each other back? So, I went out for drinks last night. As I'm waiting in line to get in, there's a couple in front of me. He is black, she is white. The bouncer gets furious and tells them to piss off. That's ugly, but not unusual, is it? Wait for it, says Angelika and continues. A policeman shows up and goes straight to the bouncer. He whispers something we can't hear. Wait, did the policeman actually make him accept the couple? The policeman was going to help the bouncer kick them out? Just the opposite, says Angelika. The bouncer grudgingly motioned for them to enter the club, and that was that. I think now I know what now happened. Wait, 1936? Yeah, I think that was before the race laws were in power. So yeah, the policeman is not acting against the law at this point in time. He intervened because there were a lot of visitors and tourists. Ah, tourists there. They have to maintain an image for now, I say. Okay, yeah. The mask has not dropped yet. Oh, cool, new headquarters. Oh yeah, we moved from somewhere here to here. Alright. Oh, cool, level up. I guess we could then... wait, let's see what we have. No, damn it, I can't click this away. Ah, dang it. Okay, have propaganda and... Oh, let's make this her strong suit. That each and every one of them has one specification. Wedding? Jewish Schroeder, a devout Christian. Tells us about a possible oppressed strong regime. The priest criticized the regime in the must. Okay, this is new. Yeah, we start at 0 again. We have 20%, 20 supporters, 55 morale, just like in the beginning. Okay, then I need you. I need you to recruit. I need you to... What is this? To recruit? Well, yeah, okay, everything is just recruiting at the moment. What is this? Buy paper. You can buy paper. It's gonna be important. I think chapter 2 is gonna be all about spreading the message. So... meet a friend in Kreuzberg. To help us, and you too, and less danger, and let's wait, what do I have in inventory? Deck of leaflets. Nice. Right, the game may begin. Right, they should have added a little like in other games, in other RPGs, a little dice roll or something. It would have added so much more. Recruiting. La 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 la. Yes. Yes. 99% for Hitler and the annexation of the Rhineland. Well, I would consider this a slight win. Ribbentrop in London. Ribbentrop presents the British government in London with the German response to the Locarno Memorandum of 19th March. It contains a proposal for a comprehensive peace plan based on full equality of all participants. Scholarship only for members of the Hitler Youth, obviously. During our meeting, Els Schroeder is just quietly looking at the floor. Finally, I ask her what's wrong. It's over between me and my spouse. It's over. But you're married. Why is it over? This all seems very sudden. Did something major happen? Yes, something major. He registered with the... No. Sorry. He's an official party member now. I still can't believe it. Just because Germany is doing better now, she decided to forget the atrocities of the past and join them. I'm getting a divorce. Immediately. I'm sorry. We are so sorry to hear about this else. About this else? Oh, Elsa, I think it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, talk to workers. Let's go. We need to ramp up recruitment by a lot. Collect money. This, produce leaflets. Stack of paper? I don't have a stack of paper. Hey, didn't I just go into the store just now? Okay, then this isn't... Ah, no, now I can... No, this is paint bucket. Okay, I can't buy paper right now. Need an academic. I know where this one goes. Hold on a second. Why did I lose so many? I had 20 before and I lost 5? That's not exactly progress. Meet a businessman. Okay, and one hush person. Can collect... Oh, damn it. No. Oh, I can do this also like this. But this is too dangerous. Would I have a hush mission somewhere? Okay, you know what? Then... Can I add you to one of the others? Ah, there, with where the gears are. Where the others are? No. No. Oh. Break. Okay, fine, as long as I... One supporter lost. Congrats. Yeah, this raises morale quite a lot. Yes, okay, this is already very good. At least no loss of morale. Fortschritt. Hindenburg returns. The German airship LZ. Hindenburg returns. Spanish parliament dismisses the president of Spain, Nikito Alcántara. Jews banned from becoming interpreters. Such a brain drain, really. Entire thing. Jürgen Lohse has something to share during our meeting. I don't know if I told you guys this, but my uncle knows a man who works under Goebbels. They had dinner together recently and heard about it. You have inside information on Goebbels? not on Goebbels directly, but on the workings of the Ministry of Public Enlightenment and Propaganda. Here's the deal. The orders from the top are to tone down the anti-Semitic rhetoric, take down posters that decry Jews and blacks and gypsies, and basically clean up the image. Why do I even try to censor myself? I said those words at least half a dozen times already. Whatever. I think I know what they are doing. With the Olympics taking place in Berlin soon, all eyes are on the city. Now the Nazis are going to pretend the past couple of years never happened. I say, so I... happened, I say. So, I guess it's our job to make sure they don't succeed. Good plan, actually. Good, decent plan. Can somebody level up? No. Serve as a meeting. This is... Are we the Japanese, or why are those flags hanging there? It's ridiculous. The Steel SA uniform, yeah. Yeah, worth it. And then this is for morale. Talk to workers. No, wait. Get out and you go in. I can continue recruiting people. Then use leaflets. Yeah. Exactly. And former unionist. Not yours exactly. Just need a friend. Read books. I don't know. What is this? Gain access to campus. Well, Helmut Kanz can introduce us to the janitor of the year. A good way to get into campus. Okay, this is maybe for the next week. Yeah. Here we go. Enforce. Let's do whatever it takes. Here shows it's writing in menus, printed leaflets. Very good. Those meets with people from church. Nice. Nice! Alright, +1 morale. That means I do something right. Low sales of music records industry ask for help. Record sales have been declining for years. Prices are 50% lower than in 1930. The record industry is calling on the state to intervene. Well, obviously, CDs are coming out soon. So you have to buy new devices. Italy occupies border to Sudan. Labor riots in Poland. Feel betrayed by my own mother, says Angelika Altman during our meeting. Why do you feel betrayed? Two of you have a fight? That's not exactly it, she says. There was a group of us outside watching a motion picture show about the Nuremberg rally. In their excitement, the whole group did the Nazi salute and my mother joined in. Wasn't your mother against Hitler from the beginning? Yes, she was, says Angelika, exasperated. Back when Hitler was appointed, my mother hated him. She was absolutely against the Nazis. Now I see her doing the meek mile, and I had to say something once we were alone again. I asked her, how could you salute that tyrant? I'm pretty sure if I say, Adolf's name, that's okay. If I say Nazis, that's also okay. But at you know, the actual slogan, it might get dangerous. So, how did your mother respond? Now that things are better in Germany, she says that maybe she was wrong before. And now that the worst parts of the Nazi regime have cooled down and Berlin is enjoying the world's attention, is it so wrong to feel some pride? Can we convince our friends and family that the danger is still alive? This is the challenge we are facing now, I say. Gain access to quarry. What is the quarry? Okay, what do we want here? Steel explosives. Ah. Okay, who has the highest? You have the highest? What does Intel do? Then take Olga with you. I want this to succeed. Why are they never able to collect any uniforms? I feel betrayed. Dude, keep on recruiting. Oops. But it's never worked before, so I don't know. Where can I put you? Where can I put you? Guess more propaganda is needed. Getting as much support as possible is, I think, the best option. Because that's like paying taxes, you know? In yeah. It's like taxes in Stronghold. That's what generates the most money. Nice. Panic. Hide. Stay calm and move on. Finds a spot where a group would be able to get through without being seen by the guards. Nice. Do I have dynamite now? Hildegard is wearing her best dress and is holding a bouquet of flowers when I run into her in front of our building. We have been neighbors for years. As a single, unmarried mother, she hasn't had it easy, so I help her from time to time. I was hoping I would see you today, she says, and walks straight towards me. Why were you hoping to see me? Good to see you, Hildegard. Let's pretend you have not catched the mind virus. Today is the big day, she says. What is happening today? Besides, birthday. Because of the birthday! Hermann is joining the young folk today. He's becoming a member of the German youngsters in the Hitler Youth. On the Führer's birthday, the inaugural ceremony is part of the birthday celebration. Do you have any idea how proud I am? Why is this something that makes you proud? I am sure he will make a career there. He is such a hard-working boy, she says. Aren't you worried about him being... Dude. If a person talks like this, she's already gone. But okay, you have to push back. I'm the resistance. Resistance means to be resistant. What do you mean, indoctrinated? It's the Hitler Youth. What what could possibly be wrong about that? Listen, there is something I wanted to ask you. I sigh. Can I do to help? Would you join me for the inaugural ceremony? I know it's a lot to ask, but the person who was supposed to join me can't, and I thought it would be nicer not to show up alone. Yeah, I mean, I might run into sympathizers at the rally, so I will come with you to Herman's ceremony. That's great. Thank you so much, she smiles. We need to hurry a little bit. The event starts at 4 p.m. in the Tiergarten. We still have time. We take the train to Unter den Linden. The magnificent promenade is decorated with flags and banners in Hitler's honor. The Führer gazes down at us from wall drawings and stares directly at us from busts and paintings. Inside the shop windows we pass. Isn't it wonderful? How beautifully they have decorated the city, says Hildegard. It's quite beautiful, really. It's a bit much, don't you think? She ignores my comment and goes on. I'm happy we can spend this day and attend this wonderful event together. I knew you were a good person and loyal to the Reich and the Führer, no matter what people say. What is it that people say about me? Oh, you know, because of your past and what you were doing before our Führer took over. But as I've always say, the past is in the past, and now is the now, she says. Here we are, Hildegard points at the Tiergarten. On a huge plaza inside the park, a crowd of hundreds of young boys gathers, all wearing the uniform of the young folk. Look, she says, and hastens her steps. There are the manholds. She moves directly to a family standing a little further away. Your son is gonna be used as cannon fodder. Just saying. Observe the scene. Manholds live in our buildings. They have 2 kids. The boy just started school and the girl is 2 or 3 years old, 3 years younger. Can't recall the children's names. Klaus, shouts the father when we approach. Stop complaining now or we will leave immediately. You hear me? Klaus is crying. Read the Manholds. Everything alright with Klaus? Hello there, neighbors, says Mr. Manhold. Sorry you have to witness this cruel father abusing his poor son, he laughs. I think I have seen worse. He wants to see the Führer, even though he isn't here yet. How do you know that, says Klaus. You are not looking for him properly. We will miss him. Ah, what a cute boy, says Hildegard. Of course you want to see the Führer, but your father is right. He isn't here yet, otherwise we would know. Trust me. One can feel the presence of the Führer. I want to lick his shoes. Have you met Hitler before, Hildegard? A band begins to play a march. When they are done, the voice of Baldur von Schirach, the dedicated national youth leader, starts to boom over the microphone. My Führer, my comrades, we are once again gathered together to experience this proud and happy moment, says von Schirach. It's the Führer speaking, yells Klaus. It is not the Führer, it's Baldur von Schirach. Papa Manhold deal with Klaus. Schirach continues. My Führer. No! There was an opportunity where I could have whispered into the ear of the boy, Hey, listen. This is all insanity. You should throw bombs and burn down buildings. Schirach continues. My Führer, here stands your youth. A youth that knows no class or caste. A youth whose true example is you and you alone. A loyal youth that wants to work selflessly for this nation. Just as you are working selflessly and with great loyalty for this nation. Adolf Hitler, the Führer, leader of the German youth, has the floor. Brand X, it's simple and plain. The crowd yells, Meek Mile! Klaus tries to push his way toward his father. Step aside so Klaus can reach his father. Stay put. Let me climb on your shoulders. I want to see him. Please, 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 Papa, begs the boy. Mr. Manholt lifts the boy onto his shoulders. Hitler's voice comes through the microphone. My German Jews! Today you are here across this... You are here, a cross-section of all those around us in the whole of Germany. Listen to Hitler's word. Ignore the dictator. Get your phone. Yeah, that's nice. Ooh. Bananas are 20% off. I see him. I can really see him, shouts Klaus. Hitler's voice continues. We want to be one Reich, and you shall become this Reich. The crowd excitedly yells, Meek Mile! This reminds me of a church. I seem to be hypnotized. We want to be one people, and you shall become that people. We want this people to be obedient, so you shall train to be obedient. Meek Mile! Howls the crowd. Is anyone even listening to the words he is saying? Nothing he says makes any sense. The thing is, they are not listening. It's just sound bites, and we need there to agree. I look around me at everyone staring in the direction of the small man and his ridiculous mustache. Hildegard's eyes are glowing, her cheeks red with excitement. It's like each person is experiencing a revelation. It's time to leave this creepy ceremony. I want to know what is going to happen next. The inaugural ceremony begins, and the little boys take the Hitler oath. They swear to be loyal to their Führer, to always honor his words, and to die for him if necessary. Children have been indoctrinated, but what about their parents? Can all these people fall for this obvious charade? Finally, the ceremony is over. Everyone is quiet and emotionally touched by the weight of the day's events. The crowd moves towards the street where the parade in honor of Hitler's birthday will take place. I've had enough and go home. I follow the crowd. The wide street is a sea of flags. Military vehicles, trucks and tanks drive by. Marching music plays. The crowd on the sidewalks excitedly yells, Mile! No. Meek? Mile? Mile. I saw him. I saw the Führer. Did you see him too, Frau Eulenberg? Asked Klaus. Yes, I saw Hitler. Heard him too. He was too far away, and I'm too small. Yes, I saw. Heard him too. We meet the Fischers, another couple from the neighborhood. Mrs. Fischer mentions her excitement about being so close to the Führer. Such a great man, she says repeatedly. We never regretted not having children, but now I wish we could have given a son to the Führer. Is that right, Manfred? Her husband nods. Congratulations on meeting this great man. What is it you like the most about him? What he did for us, for Germany, and for us, the people. We were lost, and he saved us from darkness, guilt, and shame. He led us to the light. Adolf Hitler's our savior, says Mrs. Fischer. Hildegard nods her head, vigorously in agreement. There it is again, I think. This has become a religion for these people. More tanks roll by in what seems to be an infinite stream of military hardware. Talk to Mrs. Fischer. Mr. Fischer. Look at this power, these machines, these weapons, these men. We are back. The world has to reckon with Germany again. All of this without a war. Führer is a diplomatic genius. I disagree with him. More tanks roll by in what seems to be an infinite stream of military hardware. Talk to the Manholts. So, what do you say to all of this? I ask Mr. Manholt, who has been quiet for the last hour. I point at the parading soldiers and tanks. I don't know, he lowers his voice, so that Hildegard and the Fischers don't hear him. From my experience, those who build so many weapons usually want to use them at some point. That's what I think too. More tanks roll by in what seems to be an infinite stream of military hardware. Go home. The streets are empty when I walk home, still dazed by the experience of the day. These people, they seem willing to do anything for their leader, willing to sacrifice their lives, their children even. And I wonder, is it right to fight against the beliefs of all these people? Do you know that meme about that one guy and then behind him there is like a sea of people and he says, "Yes, you are all wrong. Yes, that's you right now." Do we stand a chance if the majority of Germans willingly accept Hitler and their leader? Or can we help these children before they are fully indoctrinated? Must help the children before they are all completely fall for their great Führer. Small paper swastika flag lies on the ground. I pick it up and... yeah, this is... this doesn't have the same impact if the symbol isn't actually on it. Censorship ruins art. I guess we are against the Imperial Japanese army now. Rip it apart. Convince boys not to join Hitler Youth. Yep. And that mission would have not even opened up if I not had continued to follow the crowd. Amnesty for NS offenders. Hitler signs a law that grants amnesty to NS criminals. Official celebration in honor of Hitler's birthday. League of Nations sends appeal to Italy. The League of Nations regrets the attempt of reconciliation between Abyssinia and Italy being unsuccessful. Jürgen Loss seems very distraught during our meeting tonight. I have to watch what I saw around my daughter. I really put us in danger. Kind of danger. Are you okay? Gestapo came knocking at my door. I had no idea what they were doing there or how they found me until it turned out that my daughter has been repeating anti-Nazi slogans at school. Slogans she must have picked up from me. You would tell them she got them from you? Do they suspect you? Yes, that's why they came to my home. To investigate, says Jürgen. I played dumb, told them I had no idea where she had learned them. It was enough to avoid worse, but they have their eyes on me now. We have to be careful. Anything we say can be used against us, even unwittingly by the people we love, I say. End of scene. Oi! Oi! What happened to me? Oi! I maybe should read the mission text. Okay, so the heat makes the missions harder. So if I choose to engage, I may succeed in another mission, but if I'm being seen, that will inevitably make the next missions that I take him on even more difficult for that person. Wait, I have intel stacks of leaflets. Yeah, okay, now I need to spread those leaflets somehow. By paint. Convince boys not to join Hitler Youth. Oh yeah. 5. Oh crap. Been injured. Either we wait until the wounds are healed or use medicine. Ha! No! I don't have medicine. I don't have medicines. Great, so I can't use you for anything. One. Red leaflets. Oh, yes. Now she's busy. She's useless. What happens if my main character dies? No, this will be just a waste. This will be unsuccessful and just waste my resources, the few that I have. for now. That's what you can do. Here's hoping. Hide. Add to a board without achieving anything. Need some money. Rose has been arrested. Tomorrow of the group decreases to 7. Shit. Oh yeah. Yeah, the book. There was a time when it was even law to have a book in your household. The motto, rejoice in life. And Schroeder seems excited as our meeting tonight. I can't believe my luck. I think I have an amazing opportunity to further our cause. What opportunity do you have that can help us? She leans forward and grins. I was at a cafe today and was approached by a journalist from New York. Luckily, I can speak a little English. He's here to cover the Olympics, of course, but he told me he wants the real story on Germany. He wants to meet to talk about it. We could tell him everything the Nazis want to hide. Wait. Emilia Schultz holds up her hands. Yes, getting the truth out is one of our goals, but this could be dangerous. It's exactly the kind of thing the Gestapo is watching out for. Please, let me do this, says Elsa. Agree to the mission to meet the journalist. Okay, no, it's not my... We can't pass this up. We can't. Hey, morale is low, and it's not gonna get any easier from here on out. Oh, fuck. This is not gonna work. Can I just... Load game. When? Okay, after every... Hold on, what? Load game? No, I think I just have a very bad feeling about this. Okay, autosave. Autosave. Yeah, but there's no timer. It doesn't tell me at what point, how long ago that was. That's stupid. Let's keep trying, maybe. How long does it take for a character to heal? I still couldn't get any dynamite. Wait, so... Such a waste. Yes, recovered. Woohoo! Angelika Altman wants to secretly give a note with information to foreign journalists. The police show up. Hide. Stay calm and hide. She hands the note to Joe. Both leave the place. Ooh. Ilse Schroeder got arrested. Oh no! No, I can't. I should restart this. Already going in the wrong direction. Laughing and cheer for tonight. What's a great time? We should all go together for some. What has you in such a good spirits, Angelica? Dancing, dancing, she laughs. Oh, it was wonderful last night at the Mocha FD Club. All this fantastic music that just makes you want to jump and celebrate life. And music is what the Nazis call N-music. A lot of what you are talking about was forbidden not even a year ago. It is fantastic music, I say. And you are right, we should go. It's crazy that some of this was outlawed not long ago, but the visitors love it, so the regime has allowed it. Might as well go dancing. 50. I mean, what else can I do? Can I break them out of prison? No, wait. This is something else. Where's the other? Okay, yeah, I need 2 people. Can't have 2 prison breaks at once. Keep recruiting. I mean, as long as I manage to somehow stay alive. Flee is guaranteed that I don't achieve anything, so... Yeah, he has been injured. Good. Separation of power is passed. New Prime Minister elected in Spain. German locomotive fastest. Just before the meeting, Emilia Schulz takes me aside and tells me she believes Angelika Altman is working with the Gestapo and is snitching on the group. I mean, she's hurt, so let's kick her out. I decide not to take any risk and ask Galileo to leave the group. Strangely, she seems to be relieved. Emilia Schulz looks pleased when she hears about my decision. Yay. Yay. Now what? I need recruit. I need... Can get off wrong track by distracting them. We could give our group members some air. The morale just seems to be not much. Not much at all. So the goal of the game is to just survive, I think. Not really have that much of an impact, just survive. Oh, this is level 1. Yeah, she is still trapped. Not good. I need new characters in a group. Okay, you know, considering in that way, losing everything that you made at the start is actually a good thing. Oh. New German bomber presented at air show. Italy, all men to militia. Official warning to all motorists. Due to the increasing in accident, the Ministry of Justice issued a warning to motorists to drive cautiously after Irkutsk. Oh, wow. I haven't even sat down yet when El Schroeder walks up and says, "Hey, what are we going to do about Emilia Schultz?" I look around and Emilia isn't here. At least not yet. Shall we ask her when she gets here? Elsa shakes her head. God, you don't know yet. Listen, I just found out her partner is a member of the party. A Nazi. That's impossible. Oh, it is possible. I saw Emilia Schultz's spouse wearing the armband and smiling. I don't blame her for this, but still, what will we do? Emilia is a valued member. Puts us in danger. She has to go. I don't have that many group members left. I'm not going to hold her responsible for what her husband does, I say. We can't just kick out every group member who knows a Nazi, she says. Let's break out. Oh, okay. Prison is temporary. Okay. Set up workshop. I mean, I still have all these leaflets. Well, got leaflets on campus. Oh yeah. Campus walls. Oh yeah, I could use all of that. That's a very good idea. This mission has to succeed. Red leaflets. Oh, or I can do this. Wait, then let's change this. Go out. You go. You do this, right? And you join her. Mm-hmm. Dispute. Boss. Let's go. Next morning, dozens of people find the leaflets and read our message that there are still people opposing the regime. Oh, yes. Hide. Yes, without any trouble. Woohoo! Act and unite. German socialists, communists, and Democrats living in exile in Paris call for the formation of a German Popular Front in a call to act and unite. Hitler Youth full. Hitler Youth is subject to a general admission ban until April 20th, 1937, because its member goal had already been reached. Not enough cars. While 1.6 million Germans wish to buy a car, only 800,000 are available in the Reich. Oh my god. I voted for you so that we can prevent communist planning. Your meeting, Jürgen Lohse is angry with me. You are our leader, but it just don't know what you are doing. What's the problem? What's the problem? I ask him. Oh, I just can't believe you kept Emilia Schultz in the group, even after finding out her partner is a member of the Nazi party. Your loyalty to her is putting us in danger. We have been over this. She's... Okay, fine. Then I make room for her so that I can keep him happy, because at the moment she doesn't seem to be that useful. But then I will see... I want to see that, oh. Oh, not enough money. Great. Great. Then let's connect. I have enough members. Let's collect some donations so that we can join the club next, so that I can keep up my morale. So that I can actually make it to next week. Let's see, how can I... Where else can I oppose you? Steel explosives. 7. Oh, find a new member. Good, that's what I have been looking for. And it even costs me money, again. This works, I get a new member. Flee, then the entire mission is ruined. It's nice. 12. Art. Oh, nice. See? I got a new Brainiac in the group. Awesome. What happens if the time runs out? I don't know. I'm not going to find out. I wish there had been a tutorial of some kind. At least for this. Anyway, I make a quick pause and I will be right back with more Through the Darkest of Times. And I am back with more Through the Darkest of Times. You know, what annoys me is I keep myself alive, but I don't get to do any of the cool shit. Like bombing places and like I don't get to achieve anything. This is how actual real resistance fighters must have how real resistance fighters must have felt. Now on, the use of a foreign-sounding stage name is forbidden. The acceptance of a pseudonym must be approved by the Office of Arts and Music. Anti-foreign forgery banknotes. New counterfeit-proof banknotes are put into circulation in Germany. The German government enacts a law on the confiscation of degenerate art products. I have to tell you all, the regime's cover-up is working, says Jürgen Rose during our meeting. How do you know it's working? Something happened today. So, a tourist from England approaches me and asks me if I'm from Berlin, and I tell her I am. And she says, I heard awful things about Germany, but now I'm here and everything is so beautiful and everyone is so nice. Perhaps this Hitler fellow isn't so bad. What did you say? Did you tell her the truth? As a matter of fact, I did, says Jürgen. I looked over my shoulder first to see if anyone else was listening. I told her about the prisons, the brown shirts, the beatings and murders, the laws against Jews. I had to force myself to stay calm just talking about it. Well, that's at least one more person who knows the truth. Exactly, I think I will do this more often. Educating one person at a time, so they can't spread the truth in their home country, says Jürgen. Oh, morale is low. Yeah, can't be helped. Let's go dancing. Hey man, give us money. It's for the resistance, man. Woohoo! The idiots gave us money. Let's go party. We travel to the east of Berlin and visit a nightclub that's still playing what the Nazis call Nay music. Music despite the ban of all on-German music. We dance all night like there's no tomorrow and have a wonderful time. When we finally leave, the day is already dawning. This felt good. Yeah, we need this back. We need this back. Through the train window, I can see the landscape rushing by. Mountains, forests, villages, and cities. I haven't left the country in years. Oh, Germany, how much have you changed? Oh, Germany, what have they done to you? Yeah, to quote from Soylent Green, the movie, the people were always awful, but the world was beautiful. Train stops. Seems like we have reached the border. Someone opens the door to my compartment. A man wearing a German border control uniform stands in the entrance and barks, Mile Mittler! Papers, please. And the passport. He takes my passport, checks it carefully, and finally hands it back to me. Without a word, he closes the door. The train starts rolling again, but a few minutes later it stops a second time. Someone knocks at the door. Come in. Bonjour, madame. Votre passeport, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît, says a slightly overweight man in a black uniform. Hand him the passport. He takes a brief look at the photo on my passport and at me before handing the document back with a smile. Merci beaucoup. Je vous souhaite un bon voyage. Le baguette. The train starts again. How friendly he was. We arrived the Gare du Nord in Paris. I grab my small suitcase and leave the train. On the platform, a young woman is waving at me. It's been years, but I immediately recognize Claire. I first met her in Berlin, and now she's in my contact to the resistance here in Paris. Paula, welcome. So good to see you here. We hug. How was the journey? She asks. It's interesting to leave Germany after such a long time. Oh, I can imagine, she says. Can I help you with your luggage? No, it's fine. I can carry it myself. We meet our friends at 3 o'clock at the nice cafe, not far from here. Could I show you the city in the meantime? Show me Paris. We walk down a boulevard toward the Seine. Claire points at important buildings and monuments and tells me about their history. People sit on terraces, drinking coffee. Everything is wild and colorful. The clothes people are wearing, the items for sale in shop windows, the advertisements on the city walls. What do you think? Asks Claire. It's wonderful. How are things in Germany now? Asks Claire. The Nazis have become meek and mild. The Nazis have become meek and mild. They are trying to use the Olympic Games to convince the foreign press and foreign governments that Hitler's Germany is just a normal country. But under the hood, there is the same terror as before. Incredible that you people are still holding up, says Claire. I don't know if I could stand it. How do you do it? It's hard. What choice do we have? Which part is the worst? Asks Claire. Stupidity of the ideas. The suppression of the truth, the destruction of art. I'm sorry, says Claire. Maybe your time here can distract you a little bit. Oh, here we are. This is where we are meeting the others. She points at a cafe by the Seine, right in front of us. Let's meet them. A waiter brings us to a table for 4. Our friends have not arrived yet. I take a seat and enjoy the view of the Seine and Notre Dame Cathedral. Claire orders. The hands of my watch strike 3. Do you think our friends are on their way? Ah, you Germans and your punctuality. You're in Paris now. Get used to a little bit of laziness fare. Oh, she points at a couple moving towards us. And here they are. Hello there. The two introduce themselves as Hannah and Richard. Both are German communists who left Germany in 1934 to escape persecution by the Gestapo. I tell them how things have changed since they left. Richard looks at me and says, "You know what you have to do, don't you?" That's why I'm here. I assume you are going to tell me. What do you think we should do? Yes, I totally read the report. No. What do you think we should do? It's good that you came. From what you are describing, there is no way you can convince the German people to get rid of the fascists right now, says Richard. Yes, it does look as if a majority of Germans are happy with Hitler. No, if the German people knew the truth, they'd chase Hitler out of the country. Sadly, no. Be that as it is, says Richard, even if every single German supported Hitler and his regime, we would still need to put a stop to it. Having the support of a large swaths of the population cannot be an excuse for terror, says Hannah. Is it oppression if the people choose it? That's a very, very deep philosophical question. There's no excuse for terror, though. Hitler persuaded the people of Germany, making them unwillingly or unable to stop the regime. Then people outside Germany need to stand up and stop him. No! Our beautiful oppressive regime! How could you? We were living in peaceful terror! No! What do you mean by the people outside Germany? There is only one people with a clear anti-fascist agenda and the strength to beat Germany, says Richard. The people who managed to defeat the aristocracy and the bourgeoisie. I think I know who you mean. I'm talking about the glorious compatriots of the Soviet Union, of course. Who else is willing and able to defeat Hitler and the fascists and the fascists at this point? Yeah, let's not gonna mention how Stalin and Hitler were working together on a lot of things, and at some point there was even a discussion about an alliance. But yeah, the Soviet Union is totally the only regime on Earth that wants to stop them. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Political brain rot. Should we collaborate with the Soviets? Hitler means war. We know that. You know that. The people of Germany have been blinded and will follow him like lambs to the slaughter. Your group is tiny and isolated. You must join sides with the only decidedly anti-fascist country in Europe that is left, the Soviet Union. If I have the choice between the plague and cholera, I don't know which one is better. I need to think of this through. Or could we join sides with the Soviets? Or could we side? Is that a genuine question, or is this how could we ever join sides with them? I need to think this through. I'm not sure about this. Here, says Hannah, and reaches me a note with an address. Go to this place in Berlin if you want to join forces with the Soviets. They will help you. I don't think this will happen. I need to think about this. We need to leave now, says Claire. There's someone else you need to meet. Who do you mean? Asks Hannah. That bourgeois deviant George? Claire nods. Who are you talking about? You will see, says Claire, when we meet him. Don't listen to George, says Hannah. He's a bourgeois and a scatterbrain. George thinks the world will become a better place by hanging out in expensive Parisian bars. Interesting. That's enough, Hannah, says Claire, and walks out. Let's go, Paula. Goodbye, comrade Paula, says Richard. It was good to meet you, and Hannah is right. Do not listen to George. Follow Claire. I follow Claire across the still crowded boulevards. It's getting dark and I see more and more people dress up in gowns and dinner jackets who look like they are on their way to an evening event. We enter a bar next to a giant hotel. The wooden counter in the bar is the longest I have ever seen. Over there, says Claire. Follow her lead. Claire leads me to a young man sitting at one corner of the unusually long bar. He has a bottle in front of him and takes a long sip from his glass when he notices us. George, hello, says Claire. This is the visitor from Germany I told you about. Cheers, says the man and points his glass in my direction before emptying it. Welcome to Paris. Hello, George. My name is George. Yeah, I just said hello, George. My name is George. I'm a writer for the Voice of Freedom in the City of Love, he says. We should dispense with the serious things as quickly as possible, so we can get to the fun stuff. Wouldn't you agree? What's her name again, Claire? My name is Paula Eulenberg. Shh, hisses George and looks left and right. No last names. The city might still look free, but the bloody Gestapo has agents everywhere. So, Paula, listen carefully. What do you know about Spain? Gives the waiter a sign. Country in the south. Nice weather. Political unrest still a democracy? Question mark. Yeah, I conclude. You don't know anything. What you need to know is there will be civil war in Spain soon. The fascists will try to take over, but other factions won't let that happen. The waiter puts 2 glasses on the bar, one for me and one for Claire. I see. I'm a writer. I know these kinds of things. I have sources. I'm also working with the British Secret Service, something I would recommend you do as well. George fills our glasses. It's one of those games where you are often presented with 2 choices or more choices, but all the answers of the NPCs will still always be the same no matter what you pick, and it doesn't really have an impact on anything. It's just the game giving you the illusion of choice, which is a shame, especially if it's a story-driven game like this. Why would they be interested in working with me? Trust me, they will be. See what will happen in Spain is more than just some civil war. Spain will be the final rehearsal for the big war everyone is waiting for. Cheers. He holds up his glass and we do the same. I'm not sure I follow you. Have you ever listened to Hitler? Says George. The man has been publicly talking about his plans for war since 1923. He even wrote a bloody book about it, for Christ's sakes. You have a point. George continues. Everything he does is according to his big plan, getting Germany ready for war. Win over the people, build weapons, weaken the enemies. The question is not if Hitler will start a war, but when he will start it and who he will attack first. And when will Hitler start his war, do you think? Who do you think will Hitler attack first? That I don't know, but I do know that the key to defeating this little crazy warmonger is the bloody United Kingdom and no one else. Why is the United Kingdom the key to stopping Hitler? Someone told me today that they the key to stop Hitler was the Soviet Union. Ah, I guess you talked to Hanna and Richard. Don't listen to them. They believe every one of the NKVD comrade Stalin's lies, even though they should know better by now. He fills his glass again. The bottle is empty now, so he signals the waiter, who puts a new bottle on the bar. Okay, so I get to make the choice if I want to join the British or the Soviet Union. Well, considering that because of the Soviet Union after World War II, Germany was split in half, and the Allies, after a period of time of rebuilding the West, they gave us back our democracy. I think I'm gonna join with the evil bourgeoisie. See, I'm a socialist. Ah, great. I should love the Soviet Union, the working man's paradise, shouldn't I? But I don't. To this day, I prefer living in a capitalist France to the place that Stalin made out of Russia. True! I've heard too many stories from people I trust, says George. What have you heard about the Soviet Union? What Stalin does to his people is pure terror. Not so different from his arch-enemy Hitler, really. They even share a love for ridiculous beards. George smiles. Claire audibly clears her throat. Hitler will try to get the Brits on his side. If you had read his book, you'd know that he considers the British to be the natural allies of the Germans. If he succeeds in making them his allies. You understand. I think I understand, I say. If he makes the British his allies, if he makes the British his enemies, his allies, if he succeeds in making the British his allies, he will win the war. If he fails, he will lose it, I say. I like your friend Claire. She is clever, says George. Exactly, because whoever is an ally of the British is also an ally of the bloody Americans. And I have the strong suspicion that the colonies will play an important part in that next big war. So what do you suggest we do? Here, he hands me a note with an address in Berlin. Find intel that can convince the British. Convince them that they cannot never, under no circumstances, align with Hitler. Got it? I'm not sure about this. I need to talk this through. Thank you. Do whatever you think is right, but do what I told you, says George and smiles. So now that we have all done our duty, we should switch to the joyful part of the evening. Garçon, why the hell are there no drinks in front of us? Spend the evening with them. George is a great entertainer who manages to keep the conversation away from anything political for the rest of the evening. We spent a great night with him, reminded of more light-hearted times back in Berlin. Leave and go to the hotel. It is late when I arrive at the hotel. From the window, of course, every movie, every story, no matter where, when you are in a hotel or stay in some place, the window always has to face the Eiffel Tower. Because how else can you know you are in Paris? It is late when I arrive at the hotel. From the window of my room I see the Eiffel Tower illuminated in the middle of a lively city. Tomorrow I need to return to Berlin and share my learnings with the group. I will miss the freedom of Paris. Will Berlin ever be like this again? The day's impressions keep me awake until the long after midnight, mixed with memories of old Berlin. Strikes all over Spain. The strikers demand higher wages and better working conditions and opposed the restrained reform policy of the left Republican government. New Navy training sailing ship. In Hamburg, a second sailing training ship of the German Navy, the Horst vessel, is launched. Finance Minister, Germans must learn to get by with little. The more things change, the less they change. Michael Ludolf has been fidgety and distracted all evening and finally corners me. Why am I here? What kind of question is that? You're here for the same reason any of us are, to resist the regime. He throws up his hands in exasperation. If I'm here to resist the regime, why aren't you sending me on any missions? You think I can't handle it? We are sure, Mike. Tell Michael to work out. Sure, Michael. Of course I think you can handle a mission, Michael, I say. There just hasn't been much work to do yet. I don't know how much longer I can wait, he says. The purpose of this group isn't to keep you entertained. Find the appropriate mission, it will be yours. If a mission comes up that matches your skills, I will send you. Hopefully, says Michael. Isn't he the new member that I recently acquired? Oi, 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 what is this? Observe SI activities. I get uniform. Well, that has never worked so far. Morale is high up. Level 1, all is green. Let's try some yellow missions, I think. Buy Intel an industrial area. Oh yeah, it's level 4. That's manageable. I get what? Intel. But I already have much intel. So better not. Gain access to campus. Already did that. Write slogans on campus. Oh, this leads to this. What? I'm missing what? What am I missing? Yeah, what am I missing? You don't show me. Missing. Missing what? Do I need a special character for that? Set up workshop. Let's go partying again. This is not a resistance. This is just a party venture. Made of NSDAP bigwig. Again. Important intel. Okay. Bring intel to the Secret Service, but I need Secret Service. Okay, so this could get me the. Oops. Oh, she has level up. Nice. God. He has high literacy. Are there any buffs that I can use? Want that intel. 64 supporters. You gonna be more propaganda minister. Fuck. Is that even possible? You have 5. Skill is 5 and you can not manage that? Oh, damn it. Unofficial. Hold on. Where was the mission with the community? Friend. Workers. Well. Okay. No, I do give you something that's more up your avenue. Yeah. Recruiting. And money. More people at the church. Yes! It worked. Nice. 23 anti-fascists sentenced to prison. 23 anti-fascists were sentenced to prison for high treason by a Berlin court. The accused are said to have smuggled propaganda of the Copenhagen SPD into the German Reich. Himmler, now chief of German police. The Reichsführer of the SS, Heinrich Himmler, is appointed chief of the German police. Get your ticket for the Summer Games now. Last chance to get your ticket for the Olympic Games. Sale will end this weekend. During our meetings, Else Schröder is angry after having dinner with her parents. I had a friend over who was a member of the party. You didn't confront him, did you? No, no, no. I'm not going to blow my cover like that, she says. This bastard was actually angry at the regime. That the regime had toned things down. He was upset that they tore down the anti-Semitic posters. He said the party's embarrassed, but they should get back to what they were doing, making Germany great again. If we ever needed a reminder. Let us all remember, things may seem better now, but the real threat is lurking just beneath the surface, waiting to come back, I say. Okay, nice. We have critical. Huh? Why didn't that work? So does the mission need to be, like, achieve some... Break into the villa of a Nazi officer? Sure, why not? Gains. I don't get... The game needs to give me more information. Really, it does. Or was that other thing just... What's this? Freedom Bell? Ah, okay, the level 11. But I would need to... Workers, I need to... recruit more people. Or did I just with the previous mission unlock this one? And now if this one succeeds, I get the actual critical information. Would guess so. Right, none of that is in anyone's skill. Oh god. Oh god, no, I need... Find a new member. Yes, please. That new guy could be a very, very good high strength, high secrecy. That could be a little bit helpful. Really, it could. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Somehow all the cool shit is just locked off from me. Game just won't come my way. Then let's take more money. What else can I do? Oh, visit a museum, yeah. God, I can't use you for anything. Hide. Has become unreachable. Okay, let's get out of here. Yay! Rosalinde Wiedendriesch. New member. Reachable, ja, dann flee. "800 anti-fascists in Berlin arrested. Opel fires striking workers. Grüngens marries Hope." Towards the end of our meeting, Michael Ludolf tells us about an encounter with tourists in the city. So there were two ladies from England admiring the Berliner Dome, and I was close enough to overhear them. How did you know they were from England? Could recognize the accent, and one of them mentioned London. Michael takes a deep breath. So, they are saying Oh, everything is so lovely, and we heard all those terrible things about persecution and killing Jews. Clearly, none of this is true. It is so frustrating. Oh, believe me, I'm almost jumped in right there and then to set the record straight. But I could see there was a policeman nearby. It wasn't worth the risk. I walked away. It's bad. I wish you had... It's best to let it go. We don't want the police to know who you are, I say. Hey, why did I not achieve that with the new member? That sucks. You know what? Let's break in. Fuck it. It's gonna fail anyway, so might as well try it. Paula, Peter Wolf approaches me in front of our building. Peter, you look happier than I have seen you in years. That's because I am, he says, cheerily. We have good news. Did you get your visa to the US? Better. I'm staying here. You're staying? But I thought you were going to immigrate. That was the idea, yes. But recent developments have convinced me and my family to give it another try. It seems like the government is going for a different policy in how they intend to treat us. No! No! Run, bitch! Run! But what about the Nuremberg laws? It seems like they are not going to implement the worst discrimination against us. They have even improved in some areas. Look over there, he points at a public bench. What's with that bench? It used to have a sign saying, Aryans only. Look at it now. The sign is gone. It seems the same with public transport. There used to be Aryan only areas, but all those signs are gone now. I hope you're right. This is only for the Olympic Games. You fool! You know what I think? I think during the early years they had to appease to the rather primitive anti-Semites from the SA and so on. But now they are trying to just become a normal country. Does a normal country discriminate against an entire part of its population just because of their religion? Of course not. So they get rid of that. I'm glad they are being less discriminatory, but I really doubt that they are truly evening out. Just wait. In a year from now, we Jews will be treated just as normal citizens of the Reich. And what will you do if they being to persecute you again? Then we can still immigrate, can't we? I hope you're right. I hope you're right, Peter. I really do. Nice. My empathy, hi. Can I not get 4 new ones? None of them are really good. National Conservative seems to be a good option though. Because everybody else is not like to be seen. Boss, I need that. I want that. Yes! Michael thinks he has been seen, but it will be worth it. It will be worth it. You guys, says Crystal Landauer at our meeting. Did any of you notice that the tabloid Der Stürmer can't find it anywhere? Exactly, she replies. Els Schroeder snorts. Not like we are missing out on anything. It's nothing but propaganda and racist garbage. I think that might be the reason you can't find it. Now you know why it's off the shelves, I say. The Nazis are trying to distort the image for the International Press Corps here for the Olympics. I'm torn, says Crystal Landauer. I'm glad that trash has been pulled, yet it might help the Nazis look better? That's what I fear. To foreigners, it will look as though the stories they have heard about the anti-Semitism in Germany were exaggerated, says Crystal Landauer. We need to let the world know the truth. Well, I say, it's on us to get the truth out. You're probably right, says Crystal Landauer. Hi. Hello, new member. Okay, then bring the stuff to... Huh? Missing intel? Bring the intel to the secret server. We got an interesting intel which could help a lot in fighting against the regime if it landed in the right hands. Are you kidding me? I got critical intel. And it's worth nothing? Well, I'm glad that the mission of last time still succeeded, so... Mm-hmm. You stay behind and oof. Yeah. His threat level has been raised way too high. I would love to do one of these missing SA uniform and critical intel. But 3 times? How? How am I supposed to do that? I can barely survive in here. Oh, I gain critical intel. Yeah, but I need regular intel for that to work. Stack of leaflets. Somehow, buy intel from... Yeah, but for that I need cash. Okay, somebody needs to collect cash. Cash. Oh, it's already in progress, so... Now do you. When I approach the platform, I see an older woman arguing loudly with a volunteer from the Olympic Organization Committee who are now stationed everywhere in the city. She points at an older man standing close by, who is looking at his feet, and yells, "This man is a Jew! I know him. I have seen him using the Aryan-only compartment. I want him arrested!" Listen to the argument. "We don't arrest people," says the Olympic volunteer. "Then call the police," says the old woman. "This man broke the law. He was in the Aryan-only compartment, despite being a Jew." "Didn't know," says the old man. Ask the Olympic volunteer what is the matter. But the boy is too busy to calm the old lady down. "Listen," he says, "I understand, but at the moment there are no Aryan compartments on the trains. Does that mean I'm expected to travel with a Jew and all other manner of subhumans in the same compartment? I'm sure the Führer doesn't know that." Talk to the old man. "Maybe you should take the opportunity and leave now," I say to the old man. "It's only during the Olympics," says the boy now. "Once the games are over, everything will be back to normal." It seems to calm her down. My train arrives. Step on the train. On the train, I think about the volunteer's words. Once the games are over, everything will be back to normal. Whatever he considers to be normal. So if this fails... Also, those are the consequences of what happens when I fail. So flee is a board mission. Someone was seen and most likely will be reported with a detailed description. Down. Okay. Okay, I think I get it now. Running away is abort the mission. Hiding is has middle chance. And okay, but what is then enforce? What would that mean? Jews not allowed to become soldiers. Friendship agreement and with Austria. New airport in Frankfurt. Jürgen Lohse is talking about watching the games in tonight's meeting. I feel conflicted. On one hand, I feel a sense of pride. I mean, I want our athletes to do well and to win gold. We really are competing so well. Of course you want the athletes of your home country to win. I just don't want Hitler to feel encouraged by this. But when the regime uses the victories of our athletes to prop up their narrative of the superiority of the Aryan race, it just poisons the whole thing, I say. Jürgen nods. They use national pride to define what they are against. They use national pride. Yeah, okay. Repeat what I just clicked on. So, now, yeah, I have a little... Oh, 97 mark. Yeah, I think that's enough to... buy me some oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god, he's at 4. Oh god, he needs to go on a more easy mission. Ooh, you are perfect. You are perfect for this. That I can buy intel. That over intel I can buy critical intel. Then maybe make it to the Olympics after all. Or I go to the British Embassy. I think I will go to the British Embassy. What would these do? Blowing up the Olympic bell tower while the entrant world... yeah, okay, but I would need a bomb for that. And that... Tell the world. Okay, free critical intel. I have 1. Yeah, no, you go back and come on. Oh, you are already busy. Okay. Convince boys not to join the group. And you... Yeah, you are gonna go on a single mission. I don't know which one though. I send you back to... Way too dangerous. I can't use you for anything. Increase morale, but that costs so much money. Ah, perfect. Oh, but this is just buy paint. What am I going to do with that? Yeah, what else can I do? All right. Oh, enforce. Gonna do this now. Yay, I saved some boys. Some progress was made. Oh, nice. 50 marks? Alright. Big Germany exhibition opened. Spain uprising of the military. Olympic world broadcaster starts work. Jürgen Lohse begins our meeting by asking us for advice. My son is only 12 and a member of the Hitler Youth. Of course I don't want him in that terrible group. Probably can't pull your son out of the Hitler Youth without arousing suspicion. That's exactly what I'm afraid of, he says. It's awful. I think he really likes it. He's making friends there, and they are working very hard together on a song and a march for the Olympics. He shakes his head. What do I do? Keep him out or let him stay? You should remove your son. Don't risk the attention of the Gestapo. He's still your son. You can't raise him high him right in spite of this. Don't give the Gestapo a reason to knock on your door. So, what do I have? Leaflets? No, intel. Nice. That we give to British government. Oof, is this also dangerous? Ah, nice, I could. Is my level? Okay. Hold on. Books. What is missing? Meeting with the janitor of the university in... Yeah, but... How do I meet up with him? You don't tell me how I can meet up with him. I don't understand what the requirements are. Whatever, I follow this mission now. No matter how much I turn and twist it. Is there anything I... Morale. Can I put you in here? So that the heat level goes down? Just... I mean, it's called go into hiding. What else can it be used for? I can raise my morale, but... Tell people to cross the border. Yeah, that is... These arrows mean this quest is connected to this. But why am I not allowed access to that? I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? Why is my level too low? Come on, Olga. Wait. That all I need? Oh, I only need a bomb for this to work. Unlocks motivator. Come on, let's do this. It's the Olympics. What are you gonna do? If how are you a resistance if you are not going to do a terrorism? Yeah, this could work. Could work very much. There's no threat here. Let's build a bomb. Build a bomb? So I wouldn't have to steal it. Or do I learn how to build one? I have no idea. This can mean everything. It's guaranteed to fail. And then I lose all my intel. That wouldn't be good either. Oh, what to do? Yeah, come on, then you collect more money for us, and you also go into hiding. You know what? As a matter of fact, you can all go into hiding. Ah, forget it. Force. I want that bomb. Let's go. Yes! Bye-bye, Olympic place. Street to a safe place where nobody knows him. When he returns, he feels much safer than before. Nice. Okay, I feel like a lot of information is missing in this game. Like, I would need a, not only a threat level, but also how safe they feel and stuff. Like some key important information that really could be useful is missing from the game. If they are not meant to be hidden factors. Serfs. Workers, peasants and citizens, take arms and defend yourself against the fascists. Spain government of the Republic resigns. Germany offers help to Franco-putschists. At our meeting, Jürgen Lose holds his head in his hands. Is this about your son and the Hitler Youth? Yes, it is. He lets out a sign. It's terrible. They're rehearsing songs for the Olympics, and he won't stop singing them at home. Singing praises to Hitler. It's like they stole him from me. There's still time to win him back. Nothing is set in stone. You still have time to teach him. Especially when we do this. Wait, what? Missing bomb? Wait. Explosive. Dangerous stuff. Explosives isn't the same as a bomb. Combination of explosives and a trigger device. Allowing... Okay, so I need to set up workshop. So who can do this? You? That way you won't be in the heat. Well, she is pretty messed up at the moment. You can go and... Oh god, what can you do? Talk to workers? No. Collect money? Okay, I can send you into hiding, I guess. Boost our morale. Difficult. Oh! Oh, this is gaining paint. But this is the best place I can use you for. Let's do it. Let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, missing something. Not enough members. Yeah, but then how am I supposed to do these missions if I can't recruit? Think! Think! Also, wait, somewhere danger here? No. Damn it. I didn't want that. You need to be safe. God, you are like a World of Warcraft druid. You have everything completely balanced, but nothing of it is helpful. Oh, perfect. I hope I can still build the bomb before this chapter ends. In front of the Berlin Zoologischer Garten train station, flags from all over the world flutter in the mild wind. I wait for my guest holding a sign that says, Thomas Fox, my guest is late. Should I just leave? Wait a little longer. Just as I'm about to give up, a man comes toward me accompanied by two boys wearing the white uniforms of the Olympic Honor Service. I recognize him as the journalist from the Hindenburg. He shakes my hand and smiles. Hello, I'm Thomas Fox. We met on Hindenburg, remember? Of course, he says. He turns to the boys. Thank you very much. He gives each of them 1 mark. They thank him in decent English and leave. Good to see you. It's good to see you too. Really nice of you to pick me up. Although I told Falk that it wasn't necessary. I know Berlin really well. After a stop at Tom's hotel to drop off his luggage, we head straight to the Olympic Stadium. It's an impressive sight. The Olympics. Oh, fuck! I missed my chance to blow up the banner. The Olympic Stadium is covered in banners. Thousands of people are queuing up at the many entrances that lead inside. Loudspeakers set up under every tree play music and blare announcements. 2 towers, one with a swastika, the other with a clock, hold the Olympic rings between them. Wow, says Tom. Yeah, give him credit. If one thing the Nazis could do, it was big. Falk gave us VIP tickets that allow us to cut the line to get inside. Inside, we realize without surprise that we have premium seats. We sit down and the spectacle begins. Hitler and his men walk over to the field. A little girl dressed in white hands him flowers, then salutes him with an outstretched pale arm. The crowd cheers enthusiastically. What do you think about all of this? Is this how a normal politician behaves? So, what do you think about all of this now? Your presidents behave like this? I ask Tom. Well, he says, the ways to say hello are not as strict in the US as they are here, but in general, I think every politician in the entire world loves to be seen with little children, makes them appear human. But Hitler is not a normal politician. He's celebrated like a religious leader. This is not normal. How can you ignore this? I say. You are probably right, says Tom, but sometimes he behaves just like any other politician. Hitler takes the girl's hand and leads her from the field before ascending to the podium. Pompous music starts to play, grabbing people's attention. Now we can expect a long speech. To my surprise, Hitler gives the shortest speech I have ever heard from him. He declares the Olympic Games to be open. End of speech. The Olympic fire is lit. Doves fly, pompous music plays, and even the Hindenburg flies in and hovers above the audience. What a spectacle. And this is impressive, I have to admit. Whatever you think about their ideology, this is extraordinary. They know how to impress people. Is this why the Germans fall for this guy? Because you like being fascinated and that's what he does so well? Like Wagner? Asked Tom. Oh, it was Tom. This is why speech needs to be color-coded in video games. I am the wrong person to ask this question. I don't think we're easier to impress than you Americans. Good point, Tom nods. However, presidential inaugurations and World's Fairs seem like shoddy carnivals in comparison to this. I think this little man with his ridiculous mustache has now impressed the world too. By now, the national teams are marching by, greeting Hitler and the audience. Some raise their right arms. So it seems. Look, now even the French team is saluting Hitler. I believe that is what they call Olympic salute, says Tom. It looks disturbingly similar though. But whatever you call it, the world is saluting Hitler right now. And can you blame them? This year is so impressive that I am beginning to understand why everyone applauds. But haven't you heard about the Jews? But haven't you heard about the concentration camps? To tell the truth, says Tom, there are quite a few people in the United States who believe Hitler is right and who wish our own version of him. We have anti-Semites too, and even most of those who consider themselves Democrats or at least liberal leaning are much more afraid of communism and the Soviets than they are of Hitler at this point. You think that can change? We must change their minds. Thing is, he says, there are all these rumors, sure, but I have never seen a concentration camp, and neither have my readers. I never saw a Jew being mistreated, and neither have my readers. Bring me proof, and I might be able to convince them. What kind of proof do you need? Pictures of your Bring me pictures of spider. Bring me pictures of camps. We'll bring you something. Sure, I can bring you anything like that. Well, I bring you something. We stay for another 2 hours and watch the athletes passing by, paying tribute to the German chancellor before the event starts to wind down. So what's next on the agenda? Asked Thomas. What has Falk planned for? I will bring you to one of the better places in Berlin. You are making me curious, Paula. Let's go before everyone else starts to leave the stadium as well. We take a taxi to a place at Kudamm in Charlottenburg that Falk had recommended. Wow, says Tom when we arrive. This looks just like the old Berlin, the one I knew from 1929. I had heard that there was no nightlife anymore. This must be staged for visitors. The Nazis closed most places like this 2 years ago. Seems like they have reopened them. It looks exactly like one of the places I used to go to, says Tom when we enter. The dance club really does look just like they did before Hitler. Women in extravagant dresses and bold haircuts, elegant men in tuxedos, everyone dancing and chatting. We take a seat at the bar so we can see the dance floor, where they seem to be playing. Wait, they're playing jazz? Ooh, dangerous. I know the song, says Tom. They are playing it at every bar in New York right now. I can't believe it. For 3 years the Nazis have banned all kind of jazz music from being played in public. They called it un-German and degenerate, but here we are, a big place on Kudamm is playing American jazz. Don't know what's going on here, but they banned this kind of music. It is only for show. Given this, says Tom, making a gesture towards everything around us, I'm afraid most American visitors will come home and tell their neighbors that Germany is doing just fine, that it is a country just like any other, and that all those stories about daily cruelties and mass oppression are exaggerated. We can't let this happen. We need to tell those visitors the truth. I understand, says Tom, but I'm afraid the staging is just too good. No one will believe you. There's only one thing that would make the Americans turn against you, Nazi regime. What is it? What would make the US turn against Hitler? War. The only thing the average American is more afraid of than communism is another war. The last one almost destroyed our economy for good. Most people are still convinced that the Great War was caused by the Great Depression. The Great War caused the Great Depression. If you manage to find proof that not only is Hitler planning a war, but that it will be a war that affects the US, then you might get them on your side. Proving that Hitler is planning a war is going to be difficult. It's not difficult, just turn on the radio. Just hiding it at the moment. It won't be easy, but I will find your proof, I say. Good luck. Let me know once you have it, says Tom. We call it a night and I go back to my place and think about what I have seen today. Back at my place I think, is the Third Reich not going to be as bad as we expected? We must not fall for their show, that's all it is. It's all staged to deceive people. No matter what charade the Nazis play today, their intentions are dark and their plans are evil. It's all staged, we must not fall for their farce. Opening. Okay, the Olympic Games just opened up. That's good. So I still get a chance to make bomb go boom. Italy sends planes and ammunition to insurgent Franco putschists in Spain. England and France send warships to Spain. There's something I don't understand about these Nazis and racists, says Els Schroeder during our meeting. How can they be so selective about whom they hate? I don't know. What do you mean about selective hating? Well, the Japanese. There was a line of people waiting to get autographs from one of the American athletes. Or that. And he was black. At least a couple of the people in line had the swastika armband on. Don't they see the hypocrisy? The whole worldview is irrational. I don't expect Nazi hatred to be rational, I say. Still hurt. Bad. Build a bomb. Or what? Or what? I need actual free bomb parts? Oof. Oh great, now that's over then. Because I can't access the quarry anymore. Wait, then. Hold on, load game. What is this? Autosaves and this? Eh? I don't understand. Yeah, I can't tell which one is which. Let's go back a little bit more like this. And start this again. Franz Hitler, yeah. Oh, okay, no, this is a little bit too far. This is a little bit too far. This one? If I have my character from the first playthrough. Exhibition opening. Oh, some old faces. Okay. So then let's see. I can gather enough bomb parts. Oh. But this is still a little bit too far in. This? Yeah. I want to blow up stuff. I just want to blow up stuff. Or are these all blown, all locked off because it's the story mode? I have no idea. Okay, this was before I set up a workshop. No, wait. Pick the other girl. She has high heat. I just want to blow up shit. Let me blow up shit. Yes, it worked. Okay, this is a new story. When I arrive at tonight's meeting, I overhear Jürgens Lose telling me a story to the others, mocking the Nazi salute, and the marching and the music. What a load of junk. What are you talking about? I went to see a motion picture show at the cinema, but there was a short film before the show, of course, courtesy of Herr Goebbels. Ridiculous propaganda, framing Hitler as a shining hero, benevolent and wise, welcoming our visitors. Goebbels is prioritizing motion pictures. It's all a show for the foreign visitors. They are doing everything they can to sell this big lie, I say. That's true, says Jürgen. There must be a way for us to use this for our cause. I heard there will be a live television station at the Olympic Stadium. It's like live radio, but with moving pictures, says Jürgen. If we manage to get in there and show pictures or even a movie of some of their atrocities, we would reach thousands. We become Tyler Durden. But instead of a dick, we make pictures of a corpse. We would reach thousands of people at once and the truth couldn't be stopped. I finished the sentence. Jürgen nods. This could be something, I think. Okay, bomb parts. Okay, this is my level up again. That's manually. Yeah, but how if I don't have any way of using them? I have so much shit in my inventory, nothing of it can be used for anything. It's ridiculous. I only get these standard missions. Here. Oh. Oh, wait, my main character hasn't anything to do. You know what? No. Maybe next time. Or does this lower the amount of reward that I'm getting? Depending on what I pick. I really don't know. I really don't know. I can't say. Nice, 50 marks. During our meeting, Michael Ludov looks despondent and is totally silent. When another member asks him what is wrong, he says, things. Things are difficult at home. What is danger, I hope? No, it's a day. He says, just keep it short. I caught my spouse having an affair with one of the tourists visiting Berlin. I'm not sure what to say or do. Oh, let us know if there's anything we can do to help. Okay, yeah, they have all their personal problems still. Document a concentration camp. Oh, those are some pretty roses. Yeah, how am I supposed to build a bomb without the parts? Dancing. Ah. And from industrial area. Ooh, yes, explosive parts. Yes. Save the boys. Oh, but then I just damaged them. So much. Wait, I had a perfect mission for you. Somewhere. Those leaflets. Yeah, I have two. Oh yeah, I think I needed 3 leaflets for somewhere, some way, for something. Honorable woman knows where to get the kind of things that are hard to get. Oh right. So why can't I recruit them? It's hide. I should use the enforcement only if it's a really important mission, I think. It's too late. Or is it? No, it's only the start of the one needs to be pick all the same decisions again. I guess the bomb parts are going to appear again. I mean, it's only the first part of the first week of the Olympic Games. So I love that this is written as one word. We must change their minds. Change their minds. I will bring you something. If so end of scene. -1 moral. First week. There's something I don't understand about these nuts. Oh yeah, that was that. The inherent hypocrisy of their worldview, obviously. What's this? Spread leaflets. Oh yes, you can do that. And you can do that. And you can. Hold on. Before I do that, when I use that on the British government? Ah, no, this is for... Where was that mission with the British government? Ah! Steel bomb parts. Yes! Hey, wait a second. Oh, I only have still only 1 explosives. Ah! Damn it. I want those bomb parts, no matter the cost. Wait, I have to actually look at this. Does it actually longer care about it? Like, that would imply that this lowers the heat level. But it doesn't say anywhere in the text. I do gain morale, yes, but... This industrial equipment. Ooh, random piece of equipment. Sure, why not? Maybe you? God, what if I... Oh, yeah. Best combination ever. But her heat isn't going lower anymore. That won't change. Red leaflets. Sure. Spread leaflets here. Same outcome. What's the difference between here and here? One is near the Olympic Games and the other one is not. Yeah. Well, that's redundant. Who said it was gonna be easy or safe? No, you pick an empathy mission. Yeah. Ooh, it worked. I would have never expected that. You flee. I don't need that support. God, are they going to... No, Paula has been arrested. It has been 3 years since the last time I was arrested. But when they arrested me and take me to the station in Purple Street, the painful and humiliating memories feel as fresh as if it all happened yesterday. I hear someone enter the room, where they have tied me to a chair. Look around. The light dazzles me, and I can't see anything. Mrs. Eulenberg, a male voice says. Why am I here? Why don't you tell me that? Asks me the interrogator. My colleagues have good reason to bring you here. I could simply confront you with it, but why don't you make our lives easier and just admit it? Should I speak to a lawyer? Stop playing stupid. Do you feel safe because foreign journalists are in town? Let me tell you this. You are not safe. They cannot help you. He comes closer and punches me in my gut. What do you want from me? Why are you doing this? The last thing we need right now is troublemakers. Who are your accomplices? We know you are planning to sabotage the games. How? What exactly are you planning? I have no idea what you are talking about. I need to talk to a lawyer! He hits me again. Harder this time. Can't breathe and I can feel the metallic taste of blood and vomit in my mouth. The interrogation is over. What comes next is only torture. I lose consciousness and they take me to a cell. Procedure continues. First questions and then, when I don't answer, torture until I lose consciousness. Can't stand this anymore. Stay strong. Procedure. End of stay. September 1933, National Socialist Germany was largely accepted and well respected at home and abroad. At the same time, the Nazis began to exclude Jews, Sinti and Roma, the disabled and so-called asocialists from society. It was the beginning of what ended in the killings of millions. Your leadership is strong and stable, and your group has recruited and retained enough supporters that it can withstand the brutal crackdown. End of chapter 2. Nice. Okay, then I would say we are going to watch the introduction to the next chapter, even though I didn't manage to blow up anything, but hey, that's why it's difficult. It's a difficult game. It's a very, very difficult strategic game. So, yeah. Oh, Roma.
No one outside the camp knew of the events of that day. No one wanted to know. The new Germany was being celebrated in Berlin, as if it were a country like any other. Hitler lied, and the world wanted to believe him. In 1938, Britain and France gave in to Germany's aggressive demands to annex the Sudetenland. Soon thereafter, Austria followed. When the Wehrmacht invaded Poland, Britain and France finally decided to declare war on Germany. An unleashed Wehrmacht spread murder and annihilation across Europe. The Nazis kept their promises, and we were devastated.
Oh, good. Seems like he is just doing fine. Stop Hitler's war. How? How? Okay, we are gonna stop here. Next time, we obviously are going to continue and somehow stop Hitler's war. I don't know how, but we will. So, yeah, I'm the German guy. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye.